Teacup Writer here with a quick review on an Esterbrook SD. This is a pen that I literally just received like 5 minutes ago. I owe a huge thank you to Lefty. I acquired this pen through their brand ambassador program. So if you're interested in becoming an ambassador for the Lefty brand, I have done previous videos of all of their products. I do recommend you download that app. I'll put some information in the description, but it's just such a cool and unique way to connect with a brand and to get the chance to win, or not to win, but to earn free cool little items like this. So again, this is the Esterbrook SD. I have never used this pen. I have never opened it. This is a complete first impression. Came to me in 3 days. So again, shipping super quick. Comes in this red box. Now I should, before going further into the review, I should tell you that I have been wanting an Esterbrook for quite some time. I think their pens are just beautiful. They had a sea glass color that I almost bit off and bought, as well as a green glass, or I think it's called the Gold Rush. Yeah, the Gold Rush pen, which is so amazing. But I ended up not doing it. And so when Lefty put up a mission to acquire one of these pens, I jumped at it. I think I must have submitted the video as soon as possible. It was limited to 10 people, so I'm glad I was able to acquire one. And there are still, I believe, pens available at this time. So if you want to earn or to get one of these pens, there is, I'll put a link in the bio. You can sign up and they will let you know in the description of the mission how you can earn yourself your own Esterbrook SD in, I believe it's Honeycomb with a medium nib. Anyways, let's get on with the video. So like I said, it comes in this box. You can see America's Original Reborn. On this side, it says the right pen for the way you write. Well, we'll see about that. Just kidding. But opens up on the side. You can see just it's the Esterbrook SD Honeycomb with gold trim. So that is the one that is in this box. Slide the box out. It's got this red material looking box case. Kind of looks like a knitted tie. The Esterbrook logo is embossed. Looks like it was established in 1858. And that is everything. There's a Made in China sticker right here. Once you open the pen, you are once again, let me see if I can zoom out just a tad. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to. It's fine. You're greeted with, again, the America's Original Reborn. There is warranty information, as well as the legacy of Esterbrook. So that's pretty cool. Have to read that. And yeah, so just a simple piece of paper. It does come with a standard size cartridge. I would imagine it's probably blue or black ink, so I'll have to try that out. And then obviously there's this little pillow looking thing. The box kind of looks like it's made for jewelry, to be honest, but you see the pen strapped here. And I'll set this aside. And this is the Esterbrook SD in Honeycomb pattern, which is just, it's acrylic. It's just beautiful the way it captures the light. You can see right here we have, let's see if I can focus. No, there we go. The Esterbrook logo. It is in gold trim, so you'll have a gold pen clip. And yeah, so then you open the pen, just pops right off. And again, you have the gold fitting. There we go. Here, and threads. The actual nib. Let's see if I can get that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to focus in on this. It's not, oh, there we go. It just says Esterbrook 1858 in medium. So this is a medium pen, which is fine. I'm left-handed, so typically I get pens that are wider, or excuse me, I shouldn't say wider, but aren't as fine. I do have a couple of fine pens that work great, but I found medium and broad are the best because I do tend to write upside down and it allows ink to continue to flow. Anyways, yeah, so this is a screw cap. It does have, like I said, a cartridge that comes with it. And it also has an adapter, which I am curious. It does come with one. I think this is literally the first pen I have ever gotten that has come with a converter, which is awesome. I love when they include everything in the box. I don't mind. Like I bought the Calveco, and I had to buy the pen clip separately. I had to buy the I had to buy the sorry, my dog's barking. Had to buy the converter separately, which was kind of a bummer. I mean, they're cheap. I mean, this pen retails for $198 or $145, depending on where you get it. So it makes sense why this one would include the actual converter as well as the cartridge. But anyways, so here is, like I said, the converter. Looks like it's a pretty decent sized fill. And that just snaps on, and then you can put on your barrel. I think I will just use this for the purpose of the video. Let's see, is it the same as these? Yes, they are the same. So maybe I'll slap one of these brown inks in there. I kind of like this ink a lot. So let's see what that does. I'll take out that, put it in there, and now I've mixed up my inks, of course. Okay, there we go. Brown. So we want to do a brown one. Okay, put that there. We will punch this in there. It clicks right in, lets me know it's seated, and we will screw the barrel on, which is just great. I don't think this pen posts, and I'm honestly scared to scratch the acrylic, so I'm not going to post it. For me, I have pretty large size hands, so I think for me it works perfectly. They do offer the Estes or the Esterbrook pens in an oversized pen, which is a bit bigger than what this is, and I'm actually kind of interested to see what that looks like. So maybe in the future I'll get an oversized pen and test it out. But for today, we'll just be testing this one out. Again, this is the Calveco Brown, and we can just do a quick writing sample. Okay, see if I can kind of get in a bit closer. Okay. Hopefully it's had enough time to fill. So you can see this, the way I write from the top down. So it's easier for me to have a bigger, not as fine as a nib. I mean, obviously if you wrote right-handed, which I've contemplated switching and relearning, but I can't. It's too late in my life, but it would work just beautifully. Anyways, left-handed. Okay, with brown ink. And see, like my shadows already compromising it. So let's see if I can move the light up a bit. There we go. So we have an Estie. It's not fed yet. Just one sec. I'm going to feed the pen really quickly. All right, so I've made an absolute mess of things. I have ink all over my hands. I have red, blue, brown. Anyways, I tried the cartridge it came with, and then that didn't work. And then I sat there and tried to make it feed. So I tried a different one. That didn't work. Turns out I had to completely remove the nib and the feed to get ink to come through, which started this mess, which was a mixture of the brown and what I think is black, which turns into a gray. And that's not going to be a great representation. So I just put on the converter because, you know, my trusty converters always work, and dipped it in some diamine writer's blood. So that's what we have in it for our demonstration. I literally had to go online and look it up. I've not had a pen out of the box that was so troublesome to write with. So whatever, learning experience. Esterbrook requires some assembly. Instructions not required. Anyways, so here is the writing sample. Let me see if I can zoom in. Perfect. So we have, again, I'm an upside down writer, so bear with me. We have the Esterbrook in Honeycomb. I guess there's a hyphen there. So, as usual, diamine feeds fairly well. It's a wet ink, wetter than I would suppose the two inks it came with. And gosh, I just really got ink all over the place. Anyways, don't do what I did. But here is a writing sample just for me normally. So the if I could spell. That's my cursive. Zoom out a little bit. And then if I was just to do block text, so I usually write like this. And you can tell it hasn't dried yet. And that is why being a left-handed writer is fantastic, because you seriously have to be patient and allow all of your ink to dry. Upside down writing seems to be doing just fine. Obviously my normal writing, you see some line variation. This is a medium nib. And then obviously the way it was intended to be written, which I will fail miserably to spell my own name. But isn't that lovely? Anyways, that's just a review. I don't really know how I feel about it just yet. I mean, I did get the pen for free, so I mean, I'm very grateful for Lockby for sending this to me. But yeah, one thing I did notice is there is a, let's see if we can see it, there's a plastic cap inside here. And so when you cap the pen, it has to be put in just right. And there's like, I don't know if you can notice, but there's like a little spring to it, kind of springy. And you just twist, well, you have to push and twist, and that's it. I have looked online. The Esterbrook SD is known for drying out, so this cannot be a pen that I use once every now and again. I have no issues with any of these pens drying out. Waterman, Lamy, Safari, and my Norwal never dry out. But supposedly, word on the forums is this one does like to dry out unless it has consistent use. So this will become a daily writer until I bleed this sucker dry. But anyways, I hope this was helpful for those of you who are deciding on maybe a next pen to buy. Or if you are super interested, I can put the link in for Lockby's ambassador program, and you can select the mission to get one of these pens and try it for yourself. Again, you do a mission. I believe you make a reel and you turn it in, and if it meets requirement, then they literally give you this for free. I don't know about you, but free pens are great. It is limited. These missions vary from time to time, so I do recommend you check out Lockbee, check out their products. I do have another product that I got the other day or today. It's their watch carrying case. Very different from what I'm used to making, but I will be doing a review because I do review all of Lockbee's products. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. If you would be so kind as to like, comment your thoughts, or to subscribe, that would be fantastic. I greatly enjoy seeing the feedback I've gotten from the left-handed writing community, and I love bringing content that helps people deciding on what ink, what pen, or what paper is best for them. Anyways, have a great day, and thank you for watching.